Always a ton of style coming through the tunnel in New York City. The Knicks confident and composed as they get set to take their home court. The tallest building in the United States, One World Trade Center. Looking glorious tonight as we come to you from New York. Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining. D.A., take it away.
Hey, Kevin. Trey.
Thanks, D.A. Now let's take a moment to check out our race for Rookie of the Year. Here are some of the top young talents in the game who will be recognized as the best of the best. You take a look at Toppin. What a rookie year he's having, guys, atop the rankings right now. And even though it might be a tight call, he's definitely the favorite.
And what a feeling right now for him. I mean, sitting on top of the heap of all that young talent.
Well, he has wasted no time making his presence felt, and he's setting a very high standard for this year's rookie class.
Looking at the starting five for the Atlanta Hawks. Young and Herter make up the backcourt. Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. And it's Capella in at the 5. And for the Knicks, it's Randall and Robinson at the 4 and the 5. Austin Rivers is out there with Elfrid Payton, and it's Barrett at the small forward spot. And that one drops. Here's Young. Against the Lakers, he was really on his game. Now, here's Hunter. He's guarded closely. Herter passes to Collins. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. 4 on the clock. Here's Young. Robinson with the block.
This guy's nose for the basketball, and his timing as a shot blocker is intimidating. Mitchell Robinson so quick off his feet.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Here's Young, following the basket by Julius Randle. Robinson with the block, and he gets it back. Here's Herter. He's guarded by Rivers. Collins against Randle. Pass to Barrett. Shoots the 3. Offensive rebound. The second effort, and it's laid in by Randle. Randle's got 6 points.
Well, Julius Randle knows how to get to the offensive window and create shots.
Herter passes to Hunter. Young got the loose ball, but that will be a backcourt violation. And now another look at that mobile one-block defensive performance.
And early in a game, these sorts of plays really can set the tone.
We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. And the pass to Barrett. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
Good concentration from the man out of Toronto, Ontario, R.J. Barrett. Go ahead with the contact finish.
And Doris, while he's kind of welcomed the spotlight of playing in New York, off the court, R.J. Barrett more of a homebody.
Right, and I love that because this is a young man who's committed to his craft. All of his energy is on becoming the best NBA player he can possibly be. But Greg, 100% correct. He's got the temperament and maturity to face the pressure of New York.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hawks.
They're trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, this is why you hate to lose momentum. It can be hard to get it back.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Young drives in.
You know, when talking about the pressure Young puts on a defense, I'm not sure the word relentless is strong enough.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
And, you know, something I remember from their last game was how good he was at the line.
You want to contest this guy's shot, but you absolutely don't want to send him to the line. He will make you pay.
Payton passes to Randle. No one covering.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
It's stolen by Randle. Payton with the ball, and Young picks him up defensively. Lobbed up there for Robinson. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Guys, he's such a big target. On the alley-oop, throw it up. Mr. Robinson, the only one in the building who can catch it and finish.
And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Hawks. 11-point game. Their last game, a win against the Lakers, looking to carry it into this one.
I thought they had a solid game plan coming into that one, and then they made good adjustments along the way.
I thought their game plan was really spot on, and we saw that in their scoring more than anything else.
Here's Payton, following the basket by Trae Young. And the dunk by Payton.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
Young finds Collins. The three. It's rebounded by New York.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And Randle throws it down.
Well, Julius Randle, we know this, loves to finish despite being fouled. This guy will play through contact, no problem.
Both teams will make substitutions. The Knicks shooting their first free throw tonight.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
Now a look at the stats for him.
And it's striking how much his three-point shooting has improved this month. His long-range percentage is coming up, and it's going to give them a lift as a team. You can never have enough reliable threats from beyond the arc.
Greg, you know, we're seeing players take control of their free agent destiny. Do players get a bad rap for that and switching teams?
Listen, I don't know if you get a bad rap, but you're going to catch the wrath of the fan base. You think of Paul George in Indy or KD in OKC, and fans, they're going to feel jilted. There's no doubt about it. They're going to feel scorned.
Yeah. Now here's Rondo, and looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. Pass to Ntilikina. Buries it down low.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
The Hawks trail by 14. Here's Gallinari. That's in, coming off the assist from Young.
Well, some contact there on the shot, but Danilo Gallinari, much improved upper body strength, maintains his focus. Nicely done.
Quickly. That doesn't fall either. He's missed his first 2 shots tonight. Young's shot is off.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter. And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Out to Gallinari. Fires the three. Sinks the three-pointer. Gallinari's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Hawks.
What a pure shooting motion for Danilo Gallinari, and at 6'10", that's special.
Barrett inside the three-point line. That shot misses.
Listen, offensively, they're very comfortable with him taking that shot. It's a good look under very little pressure. He just can't convert. Well, the versatility he possesses makes him a very tough cover, guys.
And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here. And this matchup with the Hawks, it's their first meeting of the season.
And they won the season series against this club last year, but, you know, then again, so did a lot of other teams.
And New York making a change here. Noel's checked in. And there's a minute 45 left to play in the first. There at the pass to Noel. And Noel throws it down.
This is the court awareness that gives you great hope for R.J. Barrett. He's a scorer, but if he can complement that with passing, look out, folks.
Time call here. The Hawks decide to talk it over.
And playing alongside Zion Williamson at Duke makes it hard to stand out with your athleticism, but make no mistake about it, R.J. Barrett is a big-time athlete.
And, Greg, I think maybe as impressive as what he brings from a physical standpoint is his commitment to put in the work, his understanding of what's required to be successful at the NBA. This guy has not only the physical tools, but the mental makeup and the work habits to be great.
How about the vision from the crafty little guard? Young excels at realizing when his guys have clean looks.
And Okongwu gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. .106 left in the first. Quickly, he's covered by Rondo. Barrett, wide open, he fires. Drills it from outside. Barrett's got his second bucket of the night.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to summon up a little more sense of urgency.
Now here's Rondo. Defense is right there. Here's Reddish. And it's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo.
Yeah, and Rondo just working the ball around there. He loves finding his teammates when they're open in the sweet spots.
Here's Ntilikina. That shot, no good.
Never easy to stop this guy at the rim, but that is a beautiful contest right there.
Here's Rondo. No good on the triple. It's his first trip to the line. And the first one at the line is good. Kevin Huerter, he is checked in for Atlanta. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And so it's Rondo bringing it up for Atlanta. Trailing by 10. Okongwu, the layup off target. Pass to Barrett. Down low. With 4 seconds on the clock. Here's Toppin. And it's in. Wow, he nails the buzzer beater.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
Well, finishing quarter strong. Every coach preaches it. Nice work.
Julius Randle getting it done for New York. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. Back to the action after this word. Recently, we had a chance to speak with R.J. Barrett about what was a trying first.
I hate losing, but at the end of the day, it's part of the game.
And Barrett, a guy who's accustomed to winning, at least as an amateur grade.
I mean, he won a championship in high school, could have won one in his only year of college. He's going to be a driving force for the organization to get better.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And guys, we've seen a confident-looking Knicks team out there today.
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
And why wouldn't they? You see their effectiveness in the open floor. Very difficult to slow down.
This is how the floor looks for the Hawks starting the second quarter. On the wings, Huerter and Reddish. Okongwu is out there, Gallinari, and it's Rondo in at the point. Here's Toppin. The shot, no good. And it's the Hawks taking it the other way. Looking ahead, they've got the Jazz coming into town for the next game. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again.
Well, Gallinari, a scorer at heart, but how about the unselfishness? Perfectly sets up his open teammate.
And here's Barrett. 14 points from him the last game against Denver.
And you know, guys, the other thing I really appreciated about his effort in that game was the effort and work on the glass. What a well-rounded performance.
Here's Gallinari. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Gallinari's got his third bucket of the night.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. So for the Hawks, Clint Capella, he's checked in for Okongwu. Collins comes in for Gallinari. And Hunter subbed in for Rajon Rondo. Already a lot of talk about who's going to take part in the three-point contest this season, and here's a look at the players most likely to make it.
And so many great shooters in the NBA these days, and these guys, quite frankly, the best of the best. I wouldn't be surprised if we see a scoring record broken in this year's competition.
You take a look at Young. The third spot in the voting belongs to him. There are very few players with his ability from long range, and it looks like he'll be rewarded with a spot in the three-point contest.
And I'm sure there'll be some changes in the rankings still to come, but you're right. I'd be surprised if there's anyone who wouldn't cast a vote his way.
And we'll keep you posted as we find out more and as we get closer to the three-point contest once we have our final list of official contestants.
Yeah, it's going to be very competitive. That's the one thing we all know. We've got an incredible group of long-distance shooters in this league right now.
Here's Barrett. No good on the shot. Collins with some nice D.
Well, it hasn't been the most efficient game for this guy, but their team is fortunate to still be out in front.
And Reddish with the slam.
Nice there, getting the reverse. Love that. And the fans got a little bit of a show there.
Guys, that one definitely had a little something extra on it. Bobbed up there for Robinson. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Yeah, good awareness by Mitchell Robinson. Reads the coverage and capitalizes as a roller.
The Hawks trail by 7. Herter passes to Reddish. A beautiful reverse layup. Reddish has got 8 points in the quarter.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Here's Payton. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Very hard to stay in front of Elfrid Payton. This guy has got the speed to get by defenders.
Hunter, the pass to Capella. In the corner. Herter with it. He kicks to Hunter. Hawks passing it around. 3 on the clock. Here's Reddish. Over Rivers. A shot by Reddish, no good. New York leading by 7.
And Doris, the Knicks have made it clear that they see Mitchell Robinson as one of their key young players moving forward.
So would I, Greg, if I had a quick twitch 7-footer with the shot blocking abilities, the defensive instincts, and this guy is putting in the time to grow his game on the offensive end. Listen, Mitchell Robinson is going to be a problem in this league. Engaged, active, and great instincts. RJ doing things on the defensive end and turning it into offense.
These players have been dominant on the glass in their last 10 games, leading the NBA in rebounding. 5th best, Clint Capella.
When it comes to rebounding, it's been a stupendous stretch for him. He's been using his body and strength so effectively.
And didn't have a single free throw in that first quarter, but he started to play with a little bit more of an edge
To his game here in the second.
Julius Randle's checked in for the Knicks. Young's checked in for the Hawks. Payton's shot is off.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
And it's Hunter with the jam.
And boy, when Hunter's aggressive, good things seem to happen for him and his team.
And so Payton will bring it up for the New York Knicks. They've led by as many as 14 points. Outside Robinson. It's Rivers on the wing. 7 points in the game.
Boy, how about the awareness from the big man? We think of Mr. Robinson as a shot blocker. What a pretty pass.
Young drives in, and that one's good. Hunter.
Yeah, field goal percentage above 50 now. Their offense is starting to show.
Now here's Payton. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Nuggets in Denver. Pass break here. Here come the Hawks. Collins trying to break free. He can't hit that time. And New York the other way now. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Nuggets.
I tell you, they were drawing a lot of iron from the perimeter. Couldn't get the threes to go down, and really the story of the game.
What was most disturbing to me was they didn't have a backup plan, right? The threes aren't falling. What do you do next?
The Hawks trail by 7. Here's Young, and he banks in the layup. 8 points for Trae Young.
You know, fending off the defense well there. Young solid at just being crafty enough in these types of situations.
Barrett for 3. Offensive rebound. And Robinson is right there. And the Knicks lead by 7.
And, folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backcourt.
Atlanta calls timeout. So it's both teams making substitutions here.
Taking a look here at numbers for Randle. Unbelievable play for him over the last month. Putting up about 22 points per, 10 rebounds, and 3 assists.
And what is crazy is that these numbers might not even do his game justice. He's been phenomenal.
Feels like every night this guy does something that just blows your mind. So fun to watch. Someone the other players look up to.
Quickly drills the three-pointer. 5 points in the game.
Well, keep your head up. Look for an opportunity to facilitate Julius Randle the delivery.
Here's Young, and it's blocked. Snatched away. Quickly, he's covered by Rondo. Here's Randall. That's in, coming off an assist from Payton. Payton's got 6 assists in the game.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And Young kicks to Gallinari. Back to Young, and the turnover again by Atlanta.
And a quick review, looking at some numbers here for Young. First in assists. And he has so many different ways to get the ball in the basket. Right now ranked 3rd in the league in points per game.
And we're talking about the ultimate competitor here. Leading the league in assists, maximizing every possession. He just tears apart a defense. Count it.
Well, that's really good strength on that finish by Elfrid Payton. Nice job to embrace the contact.
Here's Rondo. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
Ntilikina, he's checked in for the Knicks. And Rondo drops them both.
And when engaged, Rondo is special. A triple-double threat who does a little bit of everything for his squad.
Here's Ntilikina. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And when Collins goes up, the interior defense runs out of options. He forces him to get sloppy.
And so Collins nails both of them.
Boy, a really soft touch on display. It is a luxury to have a big man who can hit from the line at a consistent rate.
And Trae Young gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. .104 left in the first half of the game. And Randall throws it down.
Yeah, you know that when Julius Randle gets into his rhythm offensively, he can be problematic for defensive teams.
A nice shot by Young.
Well, exposing a weakness in the defense, that's just way too easy, guys.
The Knicks leading by 12. At the elbow, Randall. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Atlanta making a switch here. Herter's checked in. The Knicks have made 3 free throws so far. Haven't missed any.
Well, Julius Randle has made it clear he has big aspirations as a player. And what you love is he's going to invest the time to make his game all that much more dangerous.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. To the paint. And there's Randall on the assist from Payton. Payton's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. And so it's Young who brings it up for the Atlanta Hawks. 15-point game. The shot and game clock separated by 4. The layup missed. Ntilikina looking it over. Wants to get it to Randall and does. And Randall throws it down.
It's so obvious Ntilikina is a pass-first point guard. This guy is an exceptional passer with very good vision.
Good work there as it goes.
Pretty dime there, the kind of ball movement coaches love to see.
And so it's New York. Their lead at 15 going into the break. And their ability to get points.
Kevin, thanks.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime. A stellar first half for Julius Randle. He ended up with 24 points, 2 assists, and 1 steal. And a lot of fans in New York. And that'll do it for us.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. We're seeing a tremendous game from Julius Randle.
And he's been a monster in this game, throwing down some huge dunks. And I wasn't sure the rim would even survive in that first half.
Oh, his power is unbelievable. An intimidating force when he's at his best.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. Setting the floor for the Knicks. Barrett and Randall are in the forward positions. Payton is out there with Rivers, and it's Robinson in at the center, filling out the middle.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
And that one falls for Barrett.
What R.J. Barrett brings to the table nightly is an incredible array of basketball skills offensively and tireless energy. If he can get consistent with his perimeter game, he's going to be very difficult to deal with for a long time.
Finally, they get one to drop. That's one of their first 4 here in the third.
Payton against Young from 12 feet out. And again, it's New York.
To me, if I'm Elfrid Payton, I want to capitalize from right here. Do your work in the mid-range.
Collins passes to Young. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Young's got 14.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And, boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Pass to Rivers. Takes a 3. They get the rebound.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
The Hawks trail by 18. Young drives in. Robinson with the block. The Knicks have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Inside, Randall. That's in, coming off an assist from Payton. Payton's got assist number 8 now on the night.
Well, I absolutely love the way this guy has controlled the pace tonight. They've been able to play the style they want.
And the shot is good. Young's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, terrific effort there by Young, really all night. The defense has tried to make adjustments, but he's just stayed one step ahead of them.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. Noel's checked in for Randall. Reddish, she's checked in for Atlanta. Here is Robinson. Teardrop shot, and it's Payton getting it to go. He's got 10.
How about the soft release on the floater by Elfrid Payton? To me, that's a necessary skill for a point guard in today's NBA.
Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. And they double up Payton. Deflects the pass. Barrett, no good.
Boy, defense nowhere to be found, and neither was his shot at that time.
Outside Collins. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. And the rejection by Noel.
We know Noel is a superb shot blocker. It may be his best attribute.
Got that one up quick. And that's 12 points for Elfrid Payton. Hawks shooting 49% on the game. They'll take that. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And it's Capella missing.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Rivers looking over the floor. Now, here's Barrett. He's covered closely. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Hawks. The Knicks making a switch here.
Checking in for Knicks.
A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Young passes to Capella. Knocked loose. Stolen by Robinson. Rivers with it. He's got 9. Now Barrett. And Capella sends it back.
Quick off the floor. Has that long reach. Capella there with the intimidation.
There's the pass to Hunter. Left side Collins. Launches a 3. Hits the three-point bomb. Collins has got 7 points.
Yeah, clearly a defensive lapse there. He is automatic from deep if you're going to leave him that wide open. Big time mistake.
Collins grabs the miss. The Hawks trail by 19. Here's Reddish. That one is good. He's only missed one shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
And how about the awareness Hunter possesses? Understands when one of his guys has an opportunity.
Now, here's Barrett. Not a lot of room. They get it again. Pass to Rivers. The 3. No good there.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
To the inside. Capella inside. He's guarded by Rivers. Misses in close. He lobs up the alley-oop pass and slam dunk by Noel.
Love the connection Noel has built with his teammates. Smart at knowing when to time that alley-oop.
Atlanta calls timeout.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
And the question they're going to have to answer to me is it a problem with the scheme or is it a problem with matchups?
Looking at who's out there now for the Knicks. Toppin comes in for Robinson. And Frank Ntilikina's subbed in for Austin Rivers. Then for the Hawks, Gallinari, he's checked in for Collins. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Trae Young. The Knicks leading by 19. Here's Ntilikina.
Well, there's length, there's mobility. Gallinari doing a nice job contesting shots.
Passes it to Capella. To the wing on the left. From deep. And it's Gallinari missing. Knicks have gone 7 of 15 from the field here in the third quarter.
Indoors, when you just look at the numbers the last 2 seasons, Gallinari has been playing like an all-star.
Now, Greg, you were talking about 20 points per game, 6 rebounds, a couple of assists, and he began to shoot a higher volume of threes, which obviously sometimes leads to a little bit less efficiency. But not for Gallinari. He's actually improved his accuracy from the three-point line.
Rondo dishes to Reddish. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
And his stroke has been dead on from the outside. I mean, inside, outside. It just doesn't matter.
Here's Ntilikina. Noel trying to break loose. Ntilikina gets the bucket. And the Knicks lead by 20.
This is critical to Ntilikina's development. Nice drive right there.
Hunter, the pass to Capella. Rondo against Barrett. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Got a piece of it, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Noel. The Knicks making a switch here. Randall's checked in. 1:32 left here in the third quarter. And it's Gallinari missing.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
And it's good for 2. Toppin's got his second basket.
Well, the Belgian native with the nice dime. Frank Ntilikina getting better as a distributor.
Here's Gallinari. And it's good coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. And that's now 9 points for Gallinari.
Well, what a job. Punching the ball to the interior and finishing in the paint. Nice.
To the middle. Randall with the bucket. Randall's got 30.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
Pass to Hunter. Reddish with the ball. Picked up by Barrett. Outside Rondo. It's stolen by Randall. Quickly. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
And the Hawks making a change here. Herter's checked in. And the free throw, no good. To the inside. It's stolen by Barrett. Now Barrett pushing it up, and no one back to stop him. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Yeah, there's a determination and sheer force of will that R.J. Barrett plays with. He feels contact, and he loves it.
The Knicks making a switch here. Payton's checked in, and that one falls for Barrett.
And after attempting no free throws in the first half, now he's putting the defense back on its heels.
To halt the run, Rondo's shot is good. Rondo's got 8.
And every now and then, Rondo will surprise you with the occasional triple, showing it off there with range.
Here's Ntilikina. Here's Randall. Good work defensively by Capella. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. New York ahead, running away with it. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Fourth quarter on the court for the Hawks. Gallinari is out there with Collins. That's Rajon Rondo. Then there's Hill. And it's Herter in at the shooting guard.
As a scorer in every sense of the word, you know Danilo is thinking, let me finish and get to the foul line.
A different look for New York. Brazdeikis is checked in, and it's Reggie Bullock in for Austin Rivers. Then for the Hawks, Bruno Fernando's checked in for John Collins. Tony Snell comes in for Kevin Herter. And Goodwin subbed in for Rajon Rondo. And here's Hill, who will bring it up for Atlanta. Down low, here's Gallinari. Rebound by Smith. The Knicks leading by 23. With the shot. And the first shot of the night for him, no good. And here's Gallinari outside. Toppin pulls it in.
Well, after hitting 1 triple in the first half, it's been all radio silence since.
Smith kicks to Barrett. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. Barrett's got 9 points now in just the second half. Gallinari passes to Hill. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter. At the top of the key, Toppin. And there's the foul. It's going to go on Solomon Hill. That is his first foul of the game. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Bruno Fernando. Hunter comes in for Solomon Hill. Kevin Herter, he's checked in for Tony Snell. And Trae Young subbed in for Goodwin. Payton, good.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Payton against Young. And the layup's good off the glass.
And having to respect Young's deep range defensively, hard to close off the lane.
Payton looking around. Here's Robinson. Good work defensively by Capella. For Atlanta, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Now, here's Hunter. Barrett covering. Here's Young. Banked in off the glass. Young's got 4 this quarter.
And this is something Young must keep doing. His attack off the dribble, the ability to absorb the contact, and then just finishing through it.
The Hawks trail by 21. Herter passes to Capella. Lays it up and banks it in.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And here is Payton. It's Barrett on the wing. That's good. And it's Payton with the assist. 17 points for R.J. Barrett.
Boy, you've got to be shot ready in catch-and-shoot situations, and we know R.J.'s got a quick trigger.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And he knocks down the first one. Knox, he's checked in for the Knicks. And the Hawks making a change here as well. Okongwu's checked in.
Pretty obvious Young believes in his ability. A fearless shooter who also does a good job at orchestrating the offense.
And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with the pass.
Basket good.
You know, a stellar floor general. Young has that uncanny ability to find his guys at the right time.
Payton against Young. Bobbed up there for Robinson. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets. An exquisite pass to set up the powerful alley-oop dunk. And here's Young from the arc. Toppin pulls it in. Toppin's got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Atlanta with the rebound. Capella's got 11 rebounds in the game. Hunter dishes to Okongwu. Here's Capella. No good that time. Excellent D that time from Robinson. Young against Rivers. The pass to Knox. Over Hunter. Knox misses.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's on Mitchell Robinson.
Great initiative from Capella there, seeing an opportunity to score and getting the D to act.
And with the frequency of three-point shots skyrocketing, Greg, does the drastic change concern you? And should something be done to lessen the dependence these teams have on threes?
It's crazy. I mean, we're starting to see teams take more threes than twos. You know, some have said maybe limit fouls on three-pointers to only 2 free throws. That might eliminate some of the flopping on those long-range attempts, but I really feel like this is the evolution of the game, and that three is going to be vital.
Boy, I love the confidence Julius Randle has in himself. This guy knows what it takes to score.
It's stolen by Barrett. And here's the fast break. Barrett leading the way. And Payton throws it down.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
And so Payton will bring it up for the Knicks. Inside, here's Randle. That's good. And it's Payton with the assist. 34 points for Julius Randle.
What I like here, even with the big lead, they continue to execute their offense.
And that, to me, is a sign of excellent coaching. There's an attention to detail. There is valuing of every possession.
Now, here's Barrett, guarded closely. Second chance shot, and it's Robinson with the bucket inside. Robinson's got 6 points in the quarter.
Well, this is where Mitchell Robinson can make his impact on the offensive end. Get the putback with that verticality.
The offensive rebound. Capella with the bucket.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for New York.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And this will be a big win for them. Lucky win number 13 now in the bag.
And this is a great way for them to kick off this season series. 2 more games ahead, and they've taken the mental advantage with this win tonight.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Julius Randle.
Efficient productivity. You love what this guy has given to you on the offensive end.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Well, just terrific teamwork. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
And an intentional foul right there.
And you can see where they're coming from by fouling to stop the clock, but really they're just kidding themselves.
So New York ends up going with the new group. Now here is Smith. Defense right on him. Pass to Knox. Here's Bullock. There's the triple. Okongwu grabs the board. Now here's Goodwin for three. He's off on that one. Smith with it. So no problem for New York as they get the win. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to...
David, thank you as always.